Hello dear friends, and this is a general description of what I have researched about this region. Opinion base. Mystic Alpujarra. Lanjarón is health. Almócita is culture. Trevélez is alchemy. Bubión is vegetation. Murtas is sea and mountains. Pampaneira is hospitality. Laujar, Órgiva and Capileira is mysticism. Válor has an impressive natural environment. The heart of the region is the unknown Alpujarras. Let's start. For years, I have been trying to decipher the secrets of the Alpujarra, which attract so many people from all over the world, and the more I study the subject, the more I realize how complicated this region of Granada and Almeria is because of its great variety of environments and cultures. The Alpujarra is a mountainous region in southern Spain, known for its natural beauty and peaceful, relaxed atmosphere. Living in the Alpujarra can be a unique and enriching experience, but it also has its challenges and may not be suitable for everyone. My feline curiosity knows no bounds and keeps me awake at times, as I have researched many interesting questions about journalism, literature, mysticism, alchemy, weather, hospitality, gastronomy, health, and art in the Alpujarra. As an alchemist, I am drawn to Trevélez, but as mystic, I am drawn to Órgiva and Capileira, and as a nature lover, I am drawn to Válor. They also say that Pampaneira is the most hospitable and Bubión is the greenest. This would be a general description. I apologize for the omissions, of which there will probably be many, but I do not have complete information of all the details. It is as difficult to get to grips with this region as it is to save money to buy a village house. Labels. It is very risky to put labels because it creates comparative grievances, and the virtues are shared by all the villages in this region. But the human being needs to simplify things, look for differences, and try to clarify itself a little in the face of so much complexity. Therefore, I ask that no Alpujarrist be offended, Pujarreño be offended, because these are only subjective personal opinions, which are subject to constant revision, because to err is human being. The highest village in the Alpujarra of Granada is Trevélez, and the highest in the Alpujarra of Almeria is Vallarcal. The Alpujarra of Almeria tends to be more arid and dry compared to the Alpujarra of Granada. Due to its more southeastern location, close to the Pernas desert, the Almerian landscape may have sparser vegetation adapted to drought conditions, such as scrub and thorny bushes. On the other hand, the Alpujarra of Granada enjoys a cooler and more humid weather, which results in a greater presence of lush vegetation, chestnut, oak, and cord oak forests, although it also has deserts. The Alpujarra of Granada has a marked cultural and historical influence due to its location closer to the city of Granada. During the Muslim period, it was an important bastion of Arab Andalusian culture, and later, after the Reconquest, it underwent a process of Christian repopulation. Its architectural and cultural legacy therefore reflects a mixture of Moorish and Christian influences. In contrast, the Alpujarra of Almeria although also inhabited by Moors and repopulated by Christians, has preserved to a lesser extent the architectural and cultural characteristics of the period. Although the Alpujarra is less well known than its Granada counterpart, it still has tourist villages such as Laujar de Andarax and Alhama de Almería. However, the Upper Alpujarra, which includes villages such as Albolorui, Almócita and Paterna del Río, tends to receive fewer visitors and can offer a quieter, more authentic experience. Mysticism. The Alpujarra is many things, but above all, mysticism. Mysticism is a form of a spiritual experience that seeks a direct and intimate union with the divine or transcendent. It is an approach that goes beyond conventional religious practices and beliefs, and is based on the search for a personal and profound connection with the sacred. This may involve seeking altered states of consciousness, the practice of deep meditation, total surrender to the mystical experience, and undergoing a process of personal and spiritual transformation. One of the most mystical villages in the Alpujarra of Almería is Laujar de Andarax, with its stunning mountain setting and rich history, but other villages have a tranquil atmosphere and a natural beauty that attracts people in search of spiritual experiences or connection with nature, as the whole region is imbued with natural beauty and a serene atmosphere conducive to introspection and personal connection. Albolorui, Fondón and Padules also offer a tranquil atmosphere and panoramic views that can inspire a sense of connection with nature and the transcendent. Another of the villages with a strong mystical tradition is Órgiva, which has been a meeting place for people driven by spirituality, mysticism, and personal search. Órgiva has become a center of attraction for alternative communities, spiritual seekers, and people interested in healthy living and personal growth. The village has several centers and retreats where various disciplines and teachings related to spirituality are practiced, such as yoga, meditation, holistic therapies, and other mystical practices. Órgiva's location in the middle of nature, surrounded by mountains and with a pleasant weather, provides an environment conducive to introspection and spiritual development. In addition, the comarca in general, the region in general, with its natural beauty and tranquility, has been a place of inspiration and retreat for those seeking a deeper connection with spirituality. Other villages in the Alpujarra may also have a significant mystical tradition, but one of the most prominent is Capillera. It is considered one of the most mystical and spiritual villages in the Alpujarra, due to its natural beauty, traditional architecture, and the presence of retreat centers and spiritual activities. The village is surrounded by stunning mountain scenery and is in a privileged position to enjoy panoramic views of the valley and surrounding mountains. The lush forests, crystal clear rivers, and towering mountains create an environment conducive to introspection and connection with nature. Capillera has attracted artists, writers, and spiritual seekers because of its mystical atmosphere and special energy. There are several retreat centers and meditation places around the village, where visitors can participate in spiritual activities and practice meditation and yoga. In addition, there are workshops and events related to spirituality and personal growth. Witchcraft. For witchcraft enthusiasts, there is Soportujar, called the village of witches, but they are not very friendly to motorhomes, and I don't like black magic practices. Nowadays, they promote rural tourism and hiking. In addition, British and German citizens have settled here, thanks to whom the population is maintained. In the watchover of Alpujarra is the Buddhist retreat center Oselink, which was inaugurated by the Dalai Lama Tenzin Gyatso himself more than 3 decades ago, and where there is a reception center for visitors, the prayer wheel, the goddess Tara, and places for retreat and meditation. It is also true that some Tibetan traditions are very witchcraft-like. Alchemy. One of the villages with the greatest alchemical tradition is the Alpujarra region. In the Alpujarra region is Trevélez, situated at an altitude of 1,476 meters above sea level, known for being the highest village and for its alchemical tradition going back centuries. Laroles is also related to the alchemists according to gematria. Alchemy is an ancient art and practice that seeks to transform common substances into elements of greater value, or in the search for the philosopher's stone, which had magical properties and could transmute metals into gold. But the aim of alchemy is personal and spiritual transmutation. Trevélez has historically been associated with alchemy due to the presence of various alchemists and herbalists in the area. In addition to its alchemical tradition, Trevélez is also known for its production of serrano ham, which is cured in the open air thanks to the special weather conditions of the area. It is a popular tourist destination due to its natural beauty and its natural heritage, which includes its alchemical tradition and its gastronomy. Trevélez is also considered the most secluded village in the Alpujarra due to its location in a remote mountainous area and its high altitude. It offers a peaceful and settled atmosphere surrounded by stunning mountain scenery. It is a popular destination for nature lovers and hiking enthusiasts. Due to its isolated location, Trevélez can be a little more difficult to access compared to other villages in the Alpujarra. However, this feature contributes to its charm and appeal as a destination away from the hustle and bustle of mass tourism. I spent the summer in this village. Gastronomy. It is important to note that the Alpujarra in general has a rich gastronomy, and many villages also offer a wide variety of traditional dishes. Each of these places has its own culinary identity, and it is worth exploring their authentic and unique flavors. Every village in the Alpujarra offers delicious local gastronomy, enriched by the fresh and traditional ingredients of the region. While each village has its own culinary identity, one of the places noted for its excellent gastronomy is Trevélez. Trevélez is mainly known for its production of high-quality serrano ham, or jamón. The weather and the altitude of the village offer optimal conditions for curing ham. Visitors to Trevélez can enjoy a variety of dishes and tapas based on ham, from traditional dishes to innovative creations. In addition to ham, the gastronomy of Trevélez includes other local products such as sausages, cheeses, olive oil, and honey. The village restaurants and bars offer a wide selection of typical menus such as migat, fried breadcrumbs, alpujarreño dish, and pot of hinojos, fennel casserole, olla de hinojos. Hospitality. The villages of the Alpujarra are noted for their hospitality and warm welcome to visitors. However, according to reputation and shared experiences, Pampaneira, the village with the most water, stands out as one of the most hospitable villages in the region. Other villages can be equally hospitable and welcoming. Pampaneira is known for its traditional Alpujarra architecture, cobbled streets, and welcoming atmosphere. The locals often welcome visitors with friendliness and hospitality, offering an authentic and intimate experience. In Pampaneira, you can enjoy a variety of craft shops, restaurants, and bars where you can sample the local gastronomy. Residents are often willing to share their knowledge of the Alpujarran culture, offering recommendations and helping visitors to enjoy their stay in the village. Famous people, or VIPs. The Alpujarra has been a place of interest to many famous people, but there is no single village that stands out as being home to a large number of them. However, there are a number of villages that have been or are home to prominent people from different parts of the area. Pampaneira has attracted artists and craftsmen because of its picturesque beauty and traditional craftsmanship. Other villages such as Capillera, Bubión, and Lanjarón have also been places of residence for artists, writers, and personalities in search of inspiration and tranquility in the natural surroundings of the region. Jechen was the village of the British writer Gerald Brennan. Brennan's autobiographical book, South of Granada, 7 Years in an Andalusian Village, was first published in 1957. Brennan moved to Spain in 1919 and lived there intermittently for the rest of his life. The book is an example of travel literature, mixing an autobiographical account of his life in Jechen, the village where he found his first home in Spain, with detailed information about the region. He describes visits to his home by Virginia Woolf, Leighton Strachey, and Dora Carrington. Literature. There are several villages which may have had a significant local newspaper presence. For example, Órgiva, the capital of the Alpujarra of Granada, is an administrative and commercial center where local newspaper or publications could have been established. Other villages such as Lanjarón, Bubión, or Pampaneira may also have had some local journalistic activity to a lesser extent. In the Alpujarra, one village that stands out for its literary tradition is Capillera. Over the years, it has been recognized as a place that has inspired many writers and poets. The natural beauty of Capillera, with its mountain scenery and white houses perched on the hillsides, has captured the imagination of many artists. Some writers have captured their love for this place in their literary works, describing the life and culture of the Alpujarra. One of the most prominent writers associated with Capillera is Pedro Antonio de Alarcón, a 19th century author known for his realistic novels and descriptions of Spanish rural life. Alarcón wrote El sombrero de tres picos, a famous work set in the Alpujarra, which has contributed to the literary fame of the region. The hat of three sides, sombrero de tres picos. There are also other villages in the Alpujarra that have been sources of inspiration for writers and have contributed to the literary richness of the region, such as the great poet Francisco Villaspesa from Laujar de Andarax, capital of the Alpujarra of Almeria. He is probably the most notable writer in the province, which is why both the library of the capital and that of his hometown are named after him. His style is romantic, modernist, and orientalist. Villaspesa's oeuvre is very extensive. He wrote 51 books of poems. not counting his verses of circumstances and his great facet as an song-knitter. He also wrote 25 plays and some short novels. Florentino Castañeda y Muñoz was also from Laujar, whom I met personally and whom he gave me some books. Historian and writer from Almería, author of more than 40 books, including Historia de la muy noble y muy antigua villa de Laujar de Andarax, and Villaspesa los mejores versos del poeta, the best verses of the poet, and the first history of the very noble and very ancient people of Laujar de Andarax. That's the translation. Art. In the Alpujarra, several villages are noted for their rich culture and active artistic community. One of the villages that is often mentioned as one of the most artistic in the region is Capillera, which has been a place of inspiration for many artists due to its natural beauty, traditional architecture, and mountainous surroundings. The village has numerous artist studios and galleries where you can find local works of art that reflect the essence of the Alpujarra. The presence of artists in Capillera is partly due to its history and tradition of craftsmanship. The weaving of carpets and tapestries, known as jarapas, is a traditional craft activity in Capillera and other villages of the Alpujarra. In addition, the natural environment and the characteristic light of the region have attracted painters, photographers, and other visual artists who find Capillera a source of inspiration. It is important to note that other villages in the Alpujarra have also a remarkable wealth of art. Each of these villages has its own artistic identity, and it is worth exploring their art-related events to appreciate the creativity of the region. For example, Almócita, although a modest-sized village in Almería, has a rich cultural site that reflects the history and traditions of the region, such as the Festival of Soul or Festival del Alma de Almócita, a convivial space to enjoy art, theatre, music, and dance. I offered to give a free lecture on alchemy, and they did not accept me, despite the fact that alchemy entered Europe through Al-Andalus, which showed the lack of culture of the Council for Culture. Economy. Several villages have a reputation for being affordable in terms of accommodation, food, and other expenses. However, one of the villages considered to be the cheapest in the Alpujarra is Órgiva, but it is advisable to compare prices at different times of the year, as they can vary according to demand and the tourist season. It is known for its relaxed atmosphere, mild weather, and natural beauty. The village has a good range of accommodation, from hotels and rural homes to flats and hostels, and prices tend to be more affordable compared to other more popular tourist resorts. In addition, Órgiva has a wide range of restaurants and bars offering reasonably priced dining options. There are also supermarkets and local shops where you can find products at competitive prices. The village location in the Guadalfeo River valley, surrounded by mountains, makes it an attractive destination for nature lovers and hiking enthusiasts. From Lanjarón to Trevélez is the most touristic Alpujarra, but perhaps the most economic area of the region is the least touristic, and that is why it is called the unknown Alpujarra. It is precisely in the heart of the region and includes municipalities such as Jubiles, Bércholes, and its orchard, Cadiar, Mecina, Bombarón, Válor, Órgiva, Nevada, Cherina, Alcolea, Vallarcal, and Paterna del Río, among many others. Válor is surrounded by a stunning natural environment, offering a perfect combination of mountains, ravines, trails, and wildlife, making it an ideal destination for nature lovers and those looking for a peaceful and beautiful getaway. Weather. In the Alpujarra, many villages enjoy pleasant weather due to its location in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada and its proximity to the Mediterranean Sea. However, one of the villages that is often mentioned as having a particularly favorable weather is Lanjarón. Thanks to its geographical position, it benefits from a unique microclimate that keeps it mild temperatures all year round. Lanjarón's weather is considered to be subtropical Mediterranean, with mild winters and not excessively hot summers. The influence of the Sierra Nevada mountain range protects Lanjarón from the cold north winds, while its proximity to the coast provides a gentle sea breeze. This combination of meteorological factors creates a pleasant temperature climate in Lanjarón, making it an attractive place for those who are not looking for extreme temperatures. A perfect combination of sea and mountain would be the case in Murtas, in the Sierra de la Contraviesa, which is relatively close to the sea. Murtas lies at an altitude of 1,150 meters above sea level and is situated some 20 kilometers inland from the Mediterranean coast. It is one of the highest in the Alpujarra area and offers panoramic views of the surrounding mountains. In addition, its location relatively close to the sea allows you to enjoy the combination of mountain and sea when exploring the surrounding area. Health. In the Alpujarra, many villages are known for promoting a healthy lifestyle and for being surrounded by a natural environment conducive to physical activity and healthy eating. However, one village that is often mentioned in terms of health and well-being is Lanjarón. Lanjarón is known for its thermal waters and its spa tradition. The water of Lanjarón is considered to be of excellent quality and has been used for decades for health and wellness treatments. The Lanjarón Spa is a popular place to relax, rejuvenate, and take advantage of the benefits of the thermal water. My family spent many years as holiday makers in Lanjarón. In addition to its thermal springs, Lanjarón is known for its pure and clean air due to its location in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Its natural environment of mountains and forests offers many opportunities for outdoor activities such as hiking, cycling, and nature walks, which contribute to an active and healthy lifestyle. Lanjarón also has a wide range of establishments dedicated to healthy eating, such as organic shops and restaurants offering nutritious and balanced options. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.